guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to apologize for not being as active lately. I have been crazy busy with school and I literally have not had any time to do anything but schoolwork and work, which really sucks. So that's why I haven't been as active on YouTube lately. So as soon as finals are over and I have a little more time, I can make more videos for you guys and I'm super excited for that. So Earth Day was a couple of days ago and I watched this girl on YouTube. Her name is Hannibal. She did a video on Earth Day of all vegan and cruelty-free products. So I thought that would be really cool to do a spin on that and kind of do like a spring makeup look with that. As I was going through the brands that are vegan and cruelty-free, I didn't realize how many brands were vegan or cruelty-free. So I thought that was really cool. And some of my favorite brands, I was a little upset that they weren't vegan or cruelty-free, but that's okay. So I'm going to do a spring look for you guys today of all vegan and cruelty-free products for Earth Day. So before I do anything, I'm gonna pin back my bangs, that way the foundation doesn't get in the way. So lately I have been practicing prom makeup on my sister and I because we both get to go to prom together this year, which is super cool. So I've actually been starting with eyes, that way it doesn't ruin the face makeup if you mess your eyes up. So I'm actually going to start with my eyes today, which is really weird because I normally don't do this, but I think I like this a little better. Okay, so the products I have today for my eyes that are vegan or cruelty-free are the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eye Primer. I've also been really into eye primer lately to make my eyeshadows more vivid, so that's just a new thing too. I'm also going to be using this e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to be using this Per Festival palette that I got in my BoxyCharm this month. So I'm going to do like a spring, pretty shimmery pink makeup look for you guys today. So I'm going to take some of my eye primer from Too Faced and put that on my eye. And I'm going to show you these two palettes before I go into them because I think they're super, super pretty. There's this one. I love this palette and it is so cheap. I think it was like $10 and this shade here is missing, but that's okay. I still think it's like really springy pink mauve colors. When I see like pink and mauve tones, I think it's just screams spring. And then there's this palette from Per that I got in my BoxyCharm. So I'm gonna take this fluffy brush and use this cream shade here to set my eye primer. So lately, my sister and I have been practicing our prom makeup. Well, I'm doing her makeup for prom. And I was thinking of doing like a get ready with me for prom before we both go. I think it would be really fun and I want to keep my look a surprise for you guys. It isn't like anything special, but I'm super excited for it and it is actually one of my most favorite makeup looks I've ever done in my life. So that's super exciting. And I'm gonna go in with this pale brown shade here as kind of a light transition shade. Also, I ordered this makeup storage kit on Amazon the other day and it finally came and I am so excited to build it after this video and put it together and finally have all of my makeup in one spot because I go back and forth between our like little beauty room, get ready room and this room, or in my bedroom, which I film in. So it's gonna be nice to have all of my makeup in one place and not have to keep going back and forth. So I'm going to be taking the Pure palette now and I'm going to take the shade Epic and put that all over my lid. Let me know if you guys would like to see a makeup organizing video, like I can show you my setup once everything's in. And then I am going to be taking this mauve shade right here and putting that all over my lid as well. So I bought this Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow. I've heard that it's like comparable to the Stila liquid eyeshadows, so it's in this really pretty rosy pink color. So I was gonna put a little bit of that on my lid as well and blend that out. And the brand Essence is so cheap. Like, I can't believe how cheap it was. I think that eyeshadow was like $2.50. I didn't know that Essence was a cruelty-free brand, and I think that is really cool because Essence is so cheap. Like if you are on a budget, usually Ulta has like buy one get 1.5 off sales, and Essence is usually always one of those brands that's part of it. For one, it's cruelty free, it's so cheap, and it's so cute too, and a lot of the products I've heard work really well, so maybe I'll have to try out more Essence. I love the liquid eyeshadow, but I always like to go a little more, so I'm going to take some of this pink shimmery shade and put that on the middle of my lid with my finger. That way it kind of enhances the sparkle a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna come back to this palette later on, and I am going to take a little bit of Free Spirit and put that on the inner part of my eye to brighten up the inner corner just a little bit. I think that just added so much to the look and I love it. I'm going to take this little blending brush and blend out the sparkle just a little bit to kind of get more of an ombre effect. But I'm going to take this darker mauve shade one more time and put that in my crease just to deepen it up a little bit. And it's nice because if you do support cruelty-free brands, a lot of the brands are more affordable. I think it's really nice because you get a good product and you know that it isn't tested on animals. I think that is really cool. Okay, so I'm going to go do my face makeup and let this sit here, and we'll come back and finish the eye look in a bit. For primer today, I have the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. I love my Smashbox Pore Minimizer Primer, but whenever I was looking up cruelty-free brands, I read that Smashbox is cruelty-free, but they are owned by Estee Lauder, who isn't cruelty-free, so I think that kind of sucked because I love my Smashbox Poreless Primer, but I also really like e.l.f. products too, and to know that they're all cruelty-free is really neat. I will say that like finding brands that are vegan are a little harder than finding brands that are cruelty-free, unfortunately. The foundation I have is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in Buff Bisque. This foundation is a little darker, but I actually just self-tanned the other day, so that's why I'm using a darker foundation. I was really excited because literally one of my favorite foundations of all time matches my self-tan shade, so I can wear that for prom, and I'm so excited for that. My tan is fading a little bit right now, so this is kind of an in-between shade for me. I'm going to take this IT brush. It's a star brush. I got it when I worked at Ulta. I did not look up whether or not my brushes were cruelty-free or vegan or not, but it's okay, as long as the makeup I'm using is. And if you remember from my favorites video, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation is one of my favorite foundations of all time. So the next product I have is the Flower Beauty Concealer, and I actually have a funny story about this concealer, how I found it. So in my town, we have this store called Bickles, and you can get items that are like a discounted price, and they do have like a small beauty section, so I do like to go in from time to time and check out and see what they have. And they have this concealer, and usually some of the shades they have are more dark, but this one is light, but it is a little dark for like my non-self-tan skin. So I figured this would be a good way to try this out today. And Flower Beauty is cruelty-free, which is really, really cool. And I've heard really good things about this concealer as well, so maybe I will like it, hopefully. I feel like a lot of the products I'm using today are drugstore. And I am gonna take this little brush from the You Spicy collection and just get under my eyes and blend this out a little easier. So that star brush doesn't do a good job of getting in like the nooks of your eye. Okay, for setting powder, I have the Makeup Revolution Translucent Powder. And this brand, again, is super affordable and it is cruelty-free. So that is super cool as well. So I'm just going to set my foundation and concealer in place. I love the Makeup Revolution setting powders. The only bad thing I really have to say about it is the packaging makes it kind of hard for you to get product out. Like you have to kind of dump it out into this tiny little cap, and it's always like a little hard for my sponge to get in there, but that's more like first world problems, so it doesn't matter. And it's super cheap, so I enjoy that. Alright, while that sets in place, I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Brow Wiz eyebrow pencil and fill in my brows. I was looking through my products and I noticed that Benefit isn't cruelty free, which I was a little upset about because I love Benefit. And the reason why I'm using a different spoolie brush is because the spoolie on my Brow Wiz broke off. Maybe I was going a little too hard with my eyebrows. I was really glad to know that Anastasia Beverly Hills is cruelty free because they are my favorite makeup brand. I will use products that are tested on animals, but I don't support it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think it's right, but I love some of the products that companies do use to test on animals. I really want to test out some new makeup products, like more drugstore brands, because I've heard some really good things about some drugs, like drugstore foundations, concealers. I need to use more blushes because I'm not really a blush person. So let me know what you guys recommend, because I definitely want to try out some new things. And as always, I'm going to dust the bake away with my e.l.f. Total Face Brush. So for bronzer today, I have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I actually just bought this the other day because Ulta was having a sale on it. So this is my first time trying it out, and I am super excited to use this. So I've heard nothing but good things about it. Oh, it smells so good. I swatched this and it literally feels like cream, but it's powder, and it's crazy. I love the feeling of it. I also got a Physicians Formula highlighter, and it's more of an iridescent look. So I was thinking of doing like a festival makeup look with lots of glitter and cool highlighter. So let me know if you guys would like to see that. And also, I learned this trick from Tati. If you don't want to take the time to contour your nose like this, she just like takes her bronzer brush and flicks it up like this on her nose, and it like quickly contours her nose. And I think that is such a smart like move because it saves you so much time and it looks just as good as if you just contoured your nose. For blush, I have the Tarte Blush in Party. And this is just a light pinky blush. I thought this was really cute for like a springtime look. And I am just going to take the sponge and blend it in a little bit. I also learned that it looks a lot better whenever you kind of like blend your blush into your contour, so it all becomes one. And same with your highlighter too. Like, I tried that the other day with a makeup look and I absolutely loved the look of it. So before we apply highlighter, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set because one, this is cruelty free, and I think a dewy like look for your face is really, really pretty for spring. And while that is drying, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Precious Petals. It's just a rose gold color. And I'm going to take this new Luxie brush from BoxyCharm to apply. And again, blend that into my blush. I'm gonna take this blush brush and just blend it all together. That way the makeup just kind of melts into the skin. Okay, so for eyeliner, I have two eyeliners. One is the Ico London and the other one is Steve Laurent. I think both of these came in my mom's Ipsy box and she just gave them to me because she doesn't use it. So I'm going to apply this and I will be right back. So I'm back and I just ended up going with the Steve Laurent one, and I actually like really like it. So maybe I'll have to use this more often. I feel the tip is really tiny, so you have a lot more control rather than I do with my Benefit one, which is crazy because I love that one. But I really like how the wings turned out today. They're kind of flat, but I like smaller wings for like more delicate, pretty looks like this. So next, I'm going to take these Ardell Double Wispies, and I actually got these at the same store. I got the Flower Beauty Concealer at Bickles, which I thought was really freaking cool. So I'm going to put these on, and Ardell actually is a cruelty-free brand as well. So the lashes are on. I like the lashes, but I think they are a little too dramatic for this look. That's okay though. I am going to take a little bit of this Essence Lash Princess mascara and blend my lashes together. So on the lower lash line, I'm going to take this mauve color shade on this new Luxie 209 large shader brush. These lashes are so long that they're tickling the top of my eye. And then I'm going to take this light pinky shade right here and pop that on my inner corner and on my brow bone. And I'm gonna take that large shader brush again and blend together the eyeshadow and the brow bone highlight. And then that looks so much better. Still think the eyelashes are a little too dramatic. That's okay though. And lastly, I'm gonna finish off the eye look with by putting on some mascara on the bottom lash. So lastly, I have two lip products. I have the Tarte lip paint and the Steve Laurent lip gloss. So I'm going to put the Tarte lip paint on. So I love this lip color. And to finish it off, because the Tarte lip paint is a little dry, I'm going to put the Steve Laurent gloss on. Okay, so this is the final vegan, cruelty-free springtime makeup look. I really enjoy how this came out. I think the only thing I don't like is that the lashes are a little too dramatic for the look. But hey, that's okay. I have plenty of other lashes and you don't even need eyelashes for this look. I just put it on for the sake of the video. I think everything else turned out really, really pretty and I feel really good because all of these products are, one, helping out a cause by not hurting animals by trying these out, and some of these are vegan, so it is healthy for the environment as well. So yeah, this is the final product, and I found out that there are a lot more cruelty-free makeup brands than what I thought there were, so I thought that was really, really interesting and really cool. And some of the makeup brands that I love the most, like MAC or Benefit, they aren't cruelty-free, which is a little sad, but that's okay though. I still will use their products more than likely. But yeah, you can get a beautiful look if you are a full supporter of vegan or cruelty-free makeup brands. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today and I will see you in the next one. Bye!